Okay, so let's what's the first thing to do? Probably memorize my spells, and I get shallow breath. Constricts your target's throat, causing 5 and 5 damage, as well as lowering their strength and agility for 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Lowers their strength and agility for no time. Sounds great. Ha! And minor shielding. Ah, minor shielding. Surrounds your body in a magical shield, increasing your hit points, armor class, and magic resistance. Alright, I still haven't figured out how to open my spellbook. So, let's go into the options and figure this out. Control V. I should have known that. Alright, Control B. I kind of wish it was classic enough to where I didn't, or I could have the full screen book. I thought that was kind of a cool thing about casters was, you know, to memorize your spells and whatnot. You were cut off and had to start your book until about level 35. And that was just cool because it was like an impediment to playing a caster. You know, you really felt like you were taking a risk being a caster. Is that you had, you know, it was dangerous. That sounded a little bit loud to me. Okay. Shallow breath, that went way too fast. That too, that should have taken like an hour. They must have it. I don't know. Maybe they changed that. But that seemed a little bit fast. Alright, so... There's the time. Okay. But yeah, so I remember when I played my wizard, there were times being out. I remember in Kunark, for instance, I think it was the Over There. Yeah, the Over There. I used to solo out there. And you had to be so careful when you were meditating. I think I was probably like level 14, 15, or 16. You had to be so careful when you were meditating to watch out what was around you. And, you know, you have to get up occasionally and look around and then sit back down and hope to God that nothing walked over and whacked your butt. And but it was such a big deal as far as where you actually spawned and what your camping grounds were. It really mattered. It wasn't just like, you know, playing World of Warcraft or something where you can run around and really attack anything anywhere. It's not that specific to where you found certain spots that were really good and you always went to these certain spots. You just kind of wandered the zone. You do the whole thing. You go through the entire zone. And while there's something to be said for that, I think, because then you actually get to experience everything that the designers designed for the level, then there isn't the hidden stuff. There isn't that, oh, well, yeah, I did this level. I know everything about it. You know, you could go through EverQuest and go through some zones just camping one spot and never really learn the entire zone, which in a sense was neat because then you could come back to it later and maybe you got lost or, you know, you decided to kill something else or you came back to it a later time and found out that there were higher level mobs in it that you never knew about. So you end up coming back to farm it later. Case in point was the Oasis, where there was some specters and a little island in the middle of this lake, and I never actually went out to it. And then later I came back with my Necromancer, and I found out it was a great soloing spot. So it's just this cool kind of aspects of the levels that I think you kind of lose in a modern design where it's designed to really get you around everything. So I need to find Kinuel Goldsinger. Okay. Let's see if I can find him. Am I even in the right? It says something about a servant of Tunair, so I'm probably not even in the area I'm supposed to be in, which is just great. You know, they're not nice. They're not like, yeah, we're going to put you right next to the guy that you need to hand it into. It's more like, we're just going to throw you into the zone, everybody at the same spot, and have fun. And if you actually find out where you're going, then good for you. If not, then you were clearly not meant to play this game. And I think that's kind of the message that they send to people. And I'm starting to wonder maybe I wasn't meant to play this game because I still can't find my way out. Okay. Here we go. Ah, yes. Outside. Okay. I never really learned this zone. I did learn the High Elf zone, but this one's new to me, which is kind of cool. Probably not in here. Innkeeper. Nothing that I can afford. Shop of all holos? Huh. Let's read this note again. Enchant enrollment form. He will help you in the new studies world of the arcane. That's got to have been recreated by someone. Like, that can't be the original text. It just sounds cheesy. They were always cheesy, but that sounds especially cheesy. Ah, I've got automatic duck on somehow. I hate that. No auto duck. Auto stand too. Yeah, okay. We'll try it. So, where am I going? I've got to look for like a guild hall. Well, this sky looks neat. That had to have been an upgrade at some point. I don't think I remember being stars. Yeah, sky. I like it though. I don't think that really kills the classic too much. A little up to the sky. You could even throw in some high-res textures on this, and it would probably still be pretty classic. Fill with Keeper. Emerald armor. No. Need to find some mages. This looks promising. Moon Dancer. Star Watcher. Cleric. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Unless... Is this just for clerics, or is this a bunch of different... Cleric guild class... Okay, yeah, this is the cleric area. Good to know. I forgot that they could be clerics. They're kind of neat clerics. And I'm back here again. Oh, EverQuest. This is the real trick. This is why the quest takes forever. Because you wander around like a confused, lost little boy. And eventually you grow up to be a man. Maybe it's across here? I thought this was just the entrance to the castle, but I guess not. Yeah. There's more to be had. Or is this a zone? This looks like a zone. Fell with. I probably shouldn't zone out of this yet. Okay, I'm going to take another look back here. Venom, this has got to be the Rogue Guild of some sort or something. Traveler's Home in that. Shapoval. This has just got to be a shop. Doesn't have the vibe of a guild hall. Hey guards, where am I? I should run up to you and hail you and accidentally hit A, and then be unable to find my corpse. Okay, we'll give one more look in here. Huh. Oh no, that's, yeah, I was already in here. So where did I come from? What is this? Whoa. This is kind of cool. We're dressed very similarly. It's the bait and tackle. I didn't know that high elves were avid fishermen. Something about high elves and getting all wet with pond water and baiting their hooks with worms, and something about that just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, Southern Felwith. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on. That is another thing I like about EverQuest, is even though the zones aren't super open and they have well-defined walls, the zones give you, there's just a chance for an independent character with each one. And I think that's where the dungeon design, just the level design really came in, as each one was a level. It wasn't just this big wide open thing. You know, you play World of Warcraft, and if you really look at the maps, you realize that they were very similar. They, you know, had walls and everything. You could fly over them in griffins a lot of times, but it wasn't like you could literally just run up to the wall. And I don't know. I think EverQuest didn't try and hide that what it was. Now this looks very promising. A big floating building. If anybody, ha ha ha. I'm going to give these all just a little start. Sometimes getting that first point can be real difficult. Okay, so I've definitely found the guild hall, but not the person, Kenul. Where you at, Kenul? Whoa. Sketchy.